Okay, I got smart on this one and I moved my yarn to the same side I'm working on so that I can actually get yarn without having too many problems, hopefully. So the treble crochet, so you have single, single, double, double. Single is one high, double is two high, two high. Treble crochet is three high. That's the way I think of it. So it should be about the same height. If I were to put another row of single crochet right on here, the treble crochet would be the same height approximately as a double crochet and a single crochet row together. So it would basically be these two right here. So you're looking for more height. You will use the treble crochet when you are trying to create more of a lacy, flowy kind of thing. So for the single crochet, down here when we started a row, it would be at this end. We chained two. No, it wouldn't. Yes, it would. I don't know. It would chain two. For the double, you chained three to start the row. So for the treble, I like to chain four. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to turn. So this one still becomes your first stitch. Now, this one's fun to make because you get to do 2 yarn overs in the hole. Pull up. Now we have 4. So now what you need to do is you need to follow the rule of 2. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. 1, 2, in the hole, pull up, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. 1, 2, in the hole, pull up, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Now I'm going to make you sit here and just listen to me talk while I finish this row out very quickly, hopefully. My yarn is still getting stuck. Part of crocheting is being very comfortable and making sure your yarn is feeding correctly, because if it's not feeding correctly, it's no fun. If you pull from the middle of the skein and the skein tightens up or gets a knot in it, no fun. If you're one of those people who always pulls it from the outside and you have to constantly unspin the skein to feed yarn, not my favorite for me. Maybe that works for you. I personally like to center pull and have it flow as easily as possible because nobody wants to fight that battle. Okay, so end of my row. I'm aiming for that weird little turn right there. Perfect. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. So now you can easily see that that treble crochet is much taller than the other one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now if you can see in the double you have 1 twist across the middle. See it right there? In the treble you have 2. And you also create these big holes. Now, I did a couple blankets a while back. Man, I don't know, it was a couple years ago. I made one for my mom. I made one for me. Shockingly, mine fell apart, which I can honestly say out of all the hundreds of things I've ever made, it's probably one of the only things that ever fell apart. And I think it's because I only did treble crochets, and I had a dog at the time who liked to burrow in blankets. And I think his claws, because the holes were so big, just lent themselves to tearing it apart. As soon as I gave my mom hers, she was like, well, this has a lot of space in it, doesn't it? Or something ridiculous like that, regarding the fact that it's a very loose stitch. Typically for blankets, you kind of want that happy medium. So sometimes you'll do it like a smaller stitch with a bigger hook to give you that flexibility. But when you get into the trebles, the structure of the blanket, I mean, it's loose. It doesn't mean they're bad. It's just loose. And you'll see that really well here in a second after this second row. Oh my God. And now the dog barks because I need more going on, right? But no worries, no one's here because I can see. And then in the turn, so I'm going to go right there, pull up. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. So you can see easily. Now, if I was just, let me pause. If I was just stopping for the day, I would yarn over, pull through, and make a big loop and just stop. so I could pick this up to start again. If you wanted to stop, you would cut this and then pull this through, and that's how you would end this. So you can seriously see the single crochets are super tight, even with a big hook. They have a lot more stability. The double crochets are kind of a medium, and these trebles are a much looser thing going on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's solo again, because my life cannot just be normal, I tell you. So anyway, there is a very good little 10 stitch sampler of 3 different stitches. Next up is going to be, I will get my crochet towel started, and then I will let you guys know what stitch I end up doing, and I'll show you how that goes. Okay, any questions, just shout. Thanks guys, bye.